Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Castor Maritime. I have quite a bit of information here to go over, although everything that I'm watching is going through a sell-off. So I need to research that a little bit more, see what's going on today. Everything's in the red. But back to Castor Maritime, ticker CTRM. As you can see, I have this pulled up on Robinhood, so you should be able to trade this on any platform. If you're looking for a different platform, I have several links in the description. Feel free to help yourself and get some free stock. And if you don't like the stock that you get, you can always sell it and cash it out and take the money. So, but back to Castor Maritime, you can see it was down to 38 cents. And it's kind of pulling up out of it, but it's been kind of on the downtrend here for the last week. Here's a look at the last month, went up to 55. So this one's just been kind of all over the place here as of lately. I bought my 30 shares and I've just been sitting on them. Talk was to hit $1, so I just been kind of waiting on it to go back to $1, but haven't decided if I wanted to buy any more or not. So, but if you don't know what Castor Maritime is, it's in the ownership of dry bulk vessels. And feel free to pause and go over that information there for yourself. It's been around since 2017. Average volume, it's got quite a bit of volume on it, 100 million shares. $382 million market cap. So I suppose with the volatility, even if you wanted to trade this one, you probably could. But when I got into it, I was just kind of sitting on it as the talk was at going up to $1. So it keeps inching up, but keeps pulling back. They keep buying ships, and then it either goes up or down. So it's been a volatile one. Here you can see I got in 30 shares back in January. And haven't really done anything with them since. So here's kind of a look at the last 3 months. So I don't think I was even paying attention to it back then, or else I might have dumped it, but it's just been on the downtrend since then. And here's just another look. No ratings here on MSN Money. Castor Maritime announces vessel acquisition. This is a little bit older information, but still kind of relevant to the price. As you can see, dated on the 4th. So they went into an agreement to acquire a 2013 Japanese-built dry bulk carrier from an unaffiliated third party for the purchase of $21 million. So the company's growing, and maybe the stock will take off here at some point. My thought is hold it through the summer or half of the summer and see what it does from there. The thought in the back of my mind was this is always going to go up in the summer months. I don't know, that's just me. When the pandemic kind of lifts a little bit more and people get back to business and just want to get outside and enjoy the outdoors, that's kind of what I was thinking, whether that's the right thinking or not, but just trying to be optimistic about this one. So their fleet will consist of 24 vessels across the dry bulk and tanker segments. And this goes over a little bit more about Castor Maritime. They're kind of a breakdown, 24 vessels, and the different dry vessels and carriers that they have. Castor Maritime market price 44 cents offers the impression of an exciting value play. This is just dated here as of yesterday. So the stock kicked off at a price of 42 cents while reaching a peak of 45, and the lowest value recorded on the day was 42. The stock value is 44. And we'll see what it does here the rest of the day. It started off low. But everything that I'm watching is in the red, but they are kind of pulling out of it, so we'll see what happens with them throughout the day. I've done several videos on Castor Maritime in the past, and just was looking at it and thought it was time for an update, and they got some information coming out here, so I thought I would do a video on it. But they've had a pretty dodgy run when it comes to the market performance. Just as I've already said, 1 year high price for the stock recorded at $1.95 on 2/11, and the lowest was 17 for the same time period, recorded on 1/4. So within the month there, if you'd have got in at the 17 cents in January and sold out at $1.95 on 2/11, you'd been doing pretty good. So full year performance was minus 33.37%. And feel free to pause and go over the rest there for yourself. I've kind of already touched on some of that. Here they announced an $18 million debt financing on May 10th, so as of yesterday. The global shipping company closing and drawdown through two of its ship-owning subsidiaries of a $18 million senior term loan facility with a European bank, $18 million financing secured by two of its tanker vessels. And so each time they purchase one, the stock goes up a little bit, but sometimes it also pulls back, so it's just kind of, they are building a fleet, as we've already discussed, with the 24 vessels, so we'll just have to kind of sit back and kind of see what happens with this one. So, and here's just some further information, forward-looking statements, so you can feel free to pause and go over that there for yourself, or else it's in Markets Insider. Market cap of Castor Maritime reaches $396 million now. And this is just dated here today. So they traded at a high on 5/7, posting a 6.34 gain, after which it closed the day at 44 cents. The company reported on May 4th that Castor Maritime announces vessel acquisition, which we kind of already went over that information about the 2013 Japanese ship. And here's just some more information about the market cap we've already kind of touched on, so I'm just going to scroll through this, and you can feel free to pause and go over that there for yourself. And this kind of goes over their performance recently. So shares dropped by 14.56% in the 4-week period, additionally plunging 267.75% over the last 6 months, not to mention a drop of 33.37% in the past year of trading. So if you're getting into this one or looking to get into it on buying the dip, just be careful with this one, as it's really volatile, as I've already pointed out, went over the stock price, and it's just kind of up and down all over the place. So if you were to get into it, I would set your stops, your alerts, and trailing stops, whatever you do. I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, so you'd have to do that all on your own. I'm just stating an opinion here, but investors who believe in a comeback of the overseas freight activities might also consider investing in the relevant exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, and here's a couple of them. Examples include Breakwave Dry Bulk Shipping, BDRY, and I don't know the price of some of these, so you'd have to look these up. Another one is the S&P Transportation, XTN, the Daily Transportation, 3 timeshares, TPOR, iShares Transportation Average ETF, IYT. So if you're looking into the transportation stocks, you might want to check those out as well. And here's just another look over the 1 year. So it hasn't really had a great year. If you would have got in there, you'd been down for a couple months, and then it finally started coming up here in January. Had that nice run in February. So I don't know if that's a lot of Reddits, a lot of retailers getting in. I know it was kind of a hot topic right at that point, so I don't know if that's what drove it up, and a lot of people took profits, but I don't know if we're going to see that run up again. But You can see the volume pumping in here as it goes up, and you can see the spikes here in volume. And then with that one, and then it just kind of, after it peaked there and started selling off, so did the volume. It just goes down and down. But there's always been quite a bit of volume with this one, so it's been kind of a fun one to watch. And we'll go over here to Stock Twits. Currently at 42 cents, low of 11, high of $1.95. Dry bulk trading volume as of now. So those are some of the ones that we covered there. Fall longs double down, we might explode. Same thing happened to ZOM. Wasn't until got frustrated and said screw it, we popped 30%. So there's a lot of bulls on this one. There always has been ever since I started watching this one. And I mean, I see the potential here, but it's just been kind of like a ZOM stock or a sundial. It's the talk's there, the potential's there, but the stock just doesn't perform. So, but we will wait and see. I'm not going to sell mine. I'm still in the green, just barely on it. So I'm going to continue to hold it at least through the summer months, and then probably part ways before August. We'll see what it does by then, but again, I could be wrong, so who knows. And it's not here on Tip Ranks, but that's all the information that I have on Castor Maritime. As you can see, it's still going up here, so maybe should have bought this dip here. So for a red day, it's not having too bad of a day. So, but if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing. That would really help out the channel, and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.